What's up, friends? This is the brand new EcoFlow Delta 2 power station, solar generator. This guy's packed with a ton of features, a ton of power, and we got some other goodies to show you as well. Let's jump into it.
Initial thoughts, right out of the box, we're pretty impressed, that's for sure.
For anyone that's new here, Stacy and I are building an off-grid motorhome to drive the Pan America Highway. One of the problems we haven't solved yet is our off-grid power. How are we going to be able to charge our cameras, our drone, batteries, fridge, all while being able to produce content on the road? This video is broken up into chapters if you want to skip along and listen to the different parts of our thoughts and what this thing is capable of. We're going to find out in this video if the EcoFlow Delta 2 will meet the mark of being able to provide enough power for van lifers and overlanders to keep all their gear charged and perhaps have enough power to make content and produce YouTube videos on the road, all while keeping the beer cold. So we're gonna take our 85 4Runner out into the woods and set up a typical scene of what a day in the life would look like for us on the road. The EcoFlow Delta 2 is a lithium iron phosphate solar generator. So it includes a battery, an inverter, a charge controller, and heaps of smart technology to bring all this with you on the road. Their website claims you can power almost any appliance off this thing, and it fast charges from 0 to 80% in only 50 minutes on AC power. It says I could run a car fridge pulling 60 watts for almost 3 days, charge my phone 90 times, make a coffee, and run my TV. Recharges with solar panels in 3 to 6 hours. These are some bold claims, so we're gonna see what it's really all about.
I think first things first, we should have some coffee.
Let's see if this thing can boil water with a kettle faster than our little jet boil stove.
A challenge.
Test number 1.
Anything that produces heat is going to draw a fair amount of power. Also keep in mind, we've had our fridge plugged into the Delta 2 for about an hour so far.
3, 2,
and we started at 88% battery charge.
The race is on. Test number 1, as you can see, our little butane propane mixture is in the lead. This isn't far behind for sure, but this definitely took off quicker. So if you're looking for speed, right there. However, this is also, oh yeah, just finished. So yeah, so I'd say the difference between the two was probably 30 seconds, not even. Which is hardly noticeable. This is also a very, very, very old kettle from the Stone Age. So maybe if you had a nicer kettle or a newer kettle, it might go faster. But if 30 seconds is the difference, I don't see a problem there. I think that's pretty impressive. Aesthetic is kind of a huge thing when you're downsizing. We're choosing obviously the best of the best for our journey down to South America. We only get a few things, so we want them to be high quality, look good, work well, work for us. So right out of the box, this looks awesome. Big fan of the colors. They're kind of just like subtle, they're not in your face. Nothing was damaged when we opened the packaging. How did you feel about this?
This is awesome. So this is everything you get in the box. You got the power station itself, this box of cords, and the print material, and everything about it feels high quality. You know, like they didn't cut corners. And I know it's a little thing, but when you're gonna spend money on something like this, you want to feel like it's coming from a reputable company. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like everything about this, just like the paperweight, the instructions, everything just feels like
it doesn't feel cheap. Which is nice. To me, like this box with the kind of just like the The logo is pretty simple, but simple goes a long way with nice products. Some of the like nicest products you'll ever buy, like really nice jewelry or something, they come in such simple boxes because what's inside is really what you're...
It's like when you open a brand new iPhone and you take it out and everything is just fit really well, and
just like, it's just nice.
Some cool features about the new Delta 2 over the last one is this one is expandable, which is really cool. So you can get additional batteries from EcoFlow and stack them up.
Another nice feature that we actually just tested out this morning is the EcoFlow app, which is great when you are able to control stuff from your phone. Makes life just a lot simpler and easier.
On the main display face of the Delta 2, we have 4 USB ports. 2 of them are fast charge. We've got a 100-watt USB-C and another 100-watt USB-C. On each section of these, you have to make sure that it is on. So when you plug something in, you just have to press this button to turn on the inverter for this block. One click of that and it'll show the face, the display screen. Right now we have our 12-volt fridge plugged in, which is currently drawing 0 watts. The fridge cycles on and off to maintain a solid temperature. 70% battery remaining. On the back of the Delta 2, you'll have all of your 6 AC ports, the car charging cigarette lighter port, and this is also where you plug in your wall plug if you're going to charge this off AC power. It's also where you plug in your solar panel, and there is a reset button here as well. Everything about this unit's build quality feels really solid. The handles obviously make it really easy to pick up and move around. I'm not sure how the front and rear faces are going to work for us. We'll have to stay tuned for future testing as opposed to just having everything on one face. But aesthetically, I really like this. I like how it looks, I like how it feels. So far, I really like how it operates. And we're gonna do some more testing and find out what other things this can power. You'll see when you turn on a section that the light will be illuminated.
So right now we have the fridge running. Matthew's phone is charging. We are charging 2 camera batteries at the moment. And probably the most important thing we're going to be charging on the road is going to be this laptop, because we are going to be making videos of our whole journey. So let's see how the Delta does with what's going on here, because generally this looks like an average night in our motorhome.
Neither the MacBook or the Delta 2 really even blinked an eye at exporting this 4K video. So we were going to get a bigger video ready to export to really see if we could push this thing.
We have the fridge, the laptop, camera batteries, and phone all plugged into the Delta. Even with editing a video, the Delta 2 didn't blink. It says we have 6 hours remaining at this setup currently, but the laptop is already fully charged. My phone is at 94%. Camera batteries aren't there yet, and the fridge is staying running. So far this thing's crushing it, and we haven't even connected the solar panels yet. We're gonna add one more level to this thing. This is our heated mattress pad for our wilderness. We're gonna plug this into the Delta 2 and see what it does. So that just increased our output to just almost 290 watts. With this setup, it says we've got an hour remaining. We still have 65% battery, so we're gonna wait till this thing heats up and then see where we're at. So it's safe to say that the heated electric pad is giving this thing a workout. Combined with all the other stuff, you're probably gonna get an hour or 2 out of it. Electric blanket on its own, you'll probably get 3 to 4 hours. So we're gonna unplug the blanket for now. It's cool to see that it does work. It's not super relevant to us specifically because we'll be using a diesel heater. But honestly, this thing is a beast so far. So let's watch when we unplug this. Now it's relaxed. So with the MacBook, the camera batteries, the phone, and the fridge, we're only pulling 55 watts. That's awesome.
So after all of that work, we just put the EcoFlow through. It's not even warm, which is really a strong point because yeah, I mean, even my laptop heats up when it works really hard. So the fact that this is actually just keeping a nice cool temperature is huge.
So we've had the fridge plugged in for about 4 hours now, and all the other tests you guys saw. We came and found some beautiful sun, and we are going to plug in our solar panels and see what kind of input we can get on this thing. Nice carry bag.
This is the EcoFlow 220 watt portable solar panel kit.
$187 watts input, 190. So currently the Delta 2 is at 55%. It says 2 hours until fully charged. It's got 186 watts of input from our solar panels, which is really good. If you block the panels a bit, it does change things. So we're at 185 input right now. That doesn't do anything. 178, 161, 150, 141. So like, you definitely want full sun, but if you do have like a bit of trees or something in the way, you are still going to get a decent amount of charge. Let's hook the MacBook up again and try crushing another video with this all hooked up. Okay, we have a 44-minute 4K video, 14 gigabyte file size. We are going to export it through the media encoder. We're also going to do, for all the nerds out there, we're going to do a VBR 2-pass, so it's going to export it twice, and we are going to see if this affects the Delta 2. Alright, we're currently at 62%. We're getting 170-ish watts input from the solar, 20 watts output from the Mac. I'm about to hit export right now. Let's see if it affects anything. Okay, it jumped up to about 58 to 60 watts output for the export. Hasn't discharged at all. Yeah, it looks like it's about 60 watts when the Mac is working. So it's hanging out between 60 and 70 watts in the output, but we're still getting a constant 170 from the solar, which is impressive. So we could export this video, and as long as we had solar, it wouldn't discharge this at all. And we haven't unplugged the fridge at all during any of this. So this is a super realistic setup of what we would be using this for, or what a content creator, van lifer would be using this for, like YouTubers, Overlanders, anybody that's making content on the road. Currently this is checking all of our boxes. So final thoughts on the EcoFlow Delta 2. Overall, we think this is a really powerful, solid unit for the price, for what you get. Everything really ticks our boxes. Right now it's on sale for $12.99 Canadian, so it's basically free if you're in the US. And I honestly mean that when I say this ticks all of our boxes. We wouldn't be recommending a product to you guys that we didn't believe in and we weren't going to use ourselves. You saw everything that we used it for. We are genuinely going to keep using it, keep testing it. You're going to keep seeing it in our videos. I don't really have any complaints, genuinely. I think the only things to consider are the fact that there's front and rear panels. So if you were building a van and you wanted this to be part of like your fascia on your counter, then that is something to consider, like having to access both sides. That's something we're gonna have to figure out how it's gonna work best for us. Literally the only other thing is that it's quite loud when you're charging on the X boost mode in a wall plug, so AC when you're charging up, but it charges so fast. It charges from 0 to 80% in 50 minutes. Like it's crazy. We charged it today with solar and it's silent, it's quiet, can't hear a thing. If you're charging it real fast on AC, yeah, it does get a bit loud, but it lasts for such a short time and you get so much. I have no problem recommending the Delta 2 to any one of you guys that want to take your stuff off grid, get out there and explore. Highly recommend getting it with the solar panels. That just makes life so much easier. So check it out. We got a link in the description. Not that, you know, you could use this for lifting, you know, other uses. I think it's 27 pounds or something, so you could get, you know, you can get a good workout if you need to.